Blundell Show. Dean, Jason, Todd on 102.1 The Edge.
8:51. In October, we'll pick a new mayor, and it might be this fella. George Smitherman is here, everybody. Former deputy premier and now mayoral hopeful. You were the deputy premier, right?
I was, yeah.
And you said, I don't like this awesome job.
I said, Toronto is a great city, but a lot of days it looks like it's not living up to its full potential. Mm-hmm. And I thought that I was well positioned and had the experience to do something about that, to make us proud of Toronto again. Mm-hmm. That's kind of my goal.
Well, it's been nice because we've had a lot of the mayoral hopefuls in, and everybody's got a bit of a different message. And we haven't, and I said this actually, who was the last person? Karen Thompson? Or Sarah Thompson? Sarah Thompson.
No, we had, after Thompson, we had...
somebody.
Yeah, how do we not remember this?
And all I said was, where's George Smitherman? Because I see Rob Ford in the pit. You can't miss him. You see Rob Ford. You see some of the other... I see the chicken that you send around with Rob Ford, but I haven't seen you. Are your handlers telling you to keep it low?
Wait, were you dressed up as the chicken?
Oh, were you the chicken? No, you own a chicken suit.
Look at the size of me. I wanted to do the chicken roll. I think I could do that. I think I could be a very effective mascot, but I could only get the head on. I couldn't get into the other parts of it. Well, I've been out pounding the pavement of Toronto. Subway stops every morning, knocking on doors, visiting seniors' homes and such, and building the kind of campaign that's necessary to win in a city as big as Toronto, 2.5 million people wide. Like I mentioned before, it's not really a money campaign; it's a body campaign. So I've been working on building up the organizational structure. If you check out web presence, though, as an example, you'll see that I've done a lot more substantive policy work in this campaign than any of the other candidates. And I think, obviously with the last 60 to 70 days here in the campaign, things are heating up, and some people will be seeing more of mayoral candidates than they wish they did, probably.
Give us the short strokes on you said, your policies and what you want to do. Because a lot of people come in here and they go, taxpayers are getting hosed, this is going on, that's going on. They talk about the problems, but they don't actually fix them.
Well, for sure, the City of Toronto's got a lot of new revenue streams in the last 6-7 years under Mayor Miller, but a lot of people are frustrated that they don't see any service improvement that goes with it. My basic game plan is this, is that I want to make Torontonians proud of their city again by getting it moving, by making it safer, by making it more prosperous, and having a city hall where we cut the waste and change the attitude. And I think that these things lead up to one thing, which is restoring pride in our city. And that's my game plan. On each of these issues, I have very specific plans.
Yeah, this is what I'm asking, because like I said, people will come in and say, here's what they're going to do. Yeah. And you said you want to get the city moving. Well, give us an example.
Here's an example. Gardner Expressway. This is a big story. You guys, I'm sure, have been covering it. There's people out there right now banging their head against their steering wheel. That you can't text, but you can still do that. That's still legal in Ontario. But the workers, there's probably like 3 or 4 workers on site, and they're going home at 4 o'clock. So the Santa Monica Freeway, which is also a really, really busy piece of expressway, they brought a new form, a new model of contracting to rebuild the Santa Monica Freeway, which is they place an incentive for the contractor, get it done sooner, and we'll pay you more. There's new approaches that we can bring when assets like that are under construction. So we want to start to measure days of disruption, put all of the city officials who work and focus on transportation on notice that their compensation will be directly tied to their ability to limit the days of disruption. You guys you guys work near Church Street. The last 2 years, they've torn that street up 3 times. First for the streetcar tracks, then for the water mains, and then just as we thought they were done, they tore it up again to do something with the hydro.
Well, I thought it was more streetcar tracks.
That's how it started. It started with the streetcar tracks, for sure. And
did you know they put more streetcar tracks on top of the old ones? And they just didn't even fasten them.
Well, they're trying to make sure that in a couple of thousand years, when there's an archaeological dig, it's really, really interesting.
What the hell did these people do? Okay, so good.
Streetcar tracks!
No, and then we found another layer.
And you wouldn't believe how much it cost, because we found the receipt underneath all of it. But let's so you have a specific plan, which is nice to hear, other than yelling at people for spending tax money.
On transit, my plan is very focused on the Pan Am Games. In 2015, a good bit of the world is coming here. It's a much bigger event than the Olympics. It might not have exactly the same level of prestige, but it's got nearly 3 times as many athletes. And it's going to be a challenge and an opportunity for us. So my first phase of my transit plan aligns exactly with what we can get in place in time for 2015. And that's completing this rail connection between Union Station out to Pearson.
Yeah.
That's getting that subway line done up to York University, which is going to be the host of at least 3 venues. It's about completing the LRT that's going to go from Union Station eastbound along the waterfront, because we're going to have the Pan Am's Village over there at the West Don Lands, something that I helped to do. It's about making sure that Shepherd LRT gets all the way down into the heart of the University of Toronto Scarborough campus. So my plan is there and very specific and aligned to the Pan Am Games, because I've learned from my time in politics, if you have a firm deadline, you can really drive against a firm deadline. Otherwise, people always find an excuse why this, that, and the other thing is going to take longer. But if you have a firm deadline, you can really be very, very forceful and make it happen. Make it happen.
So let me ask you this. I haven't heard you. You're openly gay. You've got a husband, a nice fella. You say, we were just talking about him, and he sent us some chocolate on your behalf, so I really like him.
Nice guy.
Not just any chocolate. This is Lindt chocolate.
Yeah, you get the dark chocolate, like the healthy stuff.
Exactly,
too, man.
very
this is
healthy.
come on, we're talking chocolate, Dean. This isn't just.
First, let me ask you this. Now, you said your husband didn't actually buy these. You bought these.
Well, he's on paternity leave, so I couldn't lay it on him to see if there were any samples around. I went and paid full price, full retail for these out of my own pocket.
Just don't claim it on your expenses, or Rob Ford will be all over
He'll know.
Actually, by the election law, if I don't claim it, I may be breaking the law. That's how strict that law is. So we'll have to take a look at it.
We're so confused.
So A, thanks for this, and B, can you explain why you sent a chicken around to follow a man in a chicken suit to follow Rob Ford? Do you hate the man?
Well, I was trying to make him look good. The thing about it is that.
And did he try and put barbecue sauce on the chicken?
Hey, who's got a hibachi?
All you need now is a fork and some mustard.
I think I just
turn your thing down. You're okay. You're good.
Is it on?
Yeah, you're on. You're on.
I think that one of the,
is this thing on?
I think that what happened was I was on CFR. Oh, I can't mention the other station. I'm sorry.
Were you with John
same owner?
in the afternoon?
Not with John. I was on with Jerry in the morning.
Right.
And he was talking about Rob this and Rob that. And I said, well, hey, why don't you bring Rob and me together? I think kind of like Ali Foreman, the Rumble in the Jungle.
Whatever,
we don't get along, so we're going to get it on or whatever.
Yeah.
I said, let's have a head-to-head debate. So Rob Ford agreed to do that.
Yeah.
And then he unagreed to do it. And so I thought, well, the way that we should make the point about that was actually he sent his